Here we go, comedy. How's it going? I was just looking at where we left off from yesterday. Variables, right? Variables, CSS. This is good stuff because I didn't even know. So how's your day going, Mr. Ethan Hill? How are you? I finally figured out how to get these headphones to where I switch between the systems, and it works now every time. Before, it just the Bluetooth, for some reason it was like I always had to do the remove, debug, and all this thing through the Bluetooth module up there or whatever, and it would never connect. And I finally figured out how to do it, and it really was simple. So very proud of myself. Doing good. Just working on a full page hero portfolio. How's your day going? Good. Yeah, no, good day. Busy as always. But yeah, had some good conversations. Did a bunch of like I wrote some scripts to do to like tag and push Docker images into Amazon to AWS's ECR, which is their like is it Elastic or Enterprise? I always forget. Container registry. And so yeah, I was just working on stuff like that. Yeah. Good stuff. Not as hard as you'd think, honestly. I think once you start, like anything, it's just you start to just figure stuff out. You just start getting in that mindset of troubleshooting and just working through things, and then I do a lot better too when I'm just by myself, like, and just focusing on what I'm doing. Like sometimes on here I feel like I'm totally lost. But yeah, so this will set the background to black if your variable wasn't set. They're just trying to show like a fallback on this, I'm assuming. Nice. On the top and the bottom. Are they both supposed to be black fallback? I believe that to be so. Is that our whole? Pretty cool. You can like draw a whole penguin just with CSS. I've seen some pretty cool. Actually, CodePen sometimes is fun to just go around and like browse what other people are doing, and so I've seen some really cool like CSS things that people have done. It's pretty phenomenal, some of the different stuff that they're doing. Is this working? Nice. We almost finished last night. We were right there, and then I was like, I got to go to bed. It's like crazy. It's like, what time did we cut out of here? I think midnight my time. So improve compatibility with browser fallbacks. So let's see. What do they explain that is, though? This means that if you don't want to write a browser, it looks like a variable is being used to set background color of red box. Class. Let's improve our browser compatibility by adding another background declaration right before the existing declaration and set its value to red. I see. So they're just that if you happen to be in an older browser that doesn't understand the new CSS rendering engine, it because older browser, IE 8 and 9, all those, and other horrible old browsers, they wouldn't understand what this is, so they have you do this because they know that even old browsers understand what that is. Doing fallbacks on CSS? Is that what you said? Is that what you meant? Or is that I was doing that earlier? Word. I also wanted to look at I wanted to go through this a little bit more to kind of get a little further, but I also wanted to go look at just browsing. Yeah. Look at maybe doing like a chat bot or something and seeing what that's all about. This looks like a little game or something that they do in the chat. Allows you to roll the dice. Cool, so maybe we'll jump back over after we just push through to the end of this thing, get this done. And then we'll go see what trouble we can get into. So it looks like that we did, so we should be satisfied, I'm thinking, right? Define a variable, penguin belly. In the root selector. Okay. And give it a value of pink. Okay. Is that it? Okay, guess that's it. Almost there. Almost there. I know. Confirm your donation. This is the part when I did it so fast when we did it because I did it through PayPal. I was like, oh, for $5, I'll do 5. Boom. And then I didn't realize it said $5 a month, but you know, that's all good. They're helping a lot of people. Oh, hey, what'd I do? I think I went backwards or something. How did I do that? Oh no. Alright, so change value penguin belly to white in the penguin class. That's it? Oh, it says, hold on, sorry, I screwed that up. Not there, it says here, right? So it wants me to do like this. Oh, 2%! Almost there. Hey, it waved at me too. That one, little animation going on here. What do they got? Animation, 3 seconds. Animation name, wave. Iteration infinite. Timing, linear. There's the wave. 10% transform, rotate. 100% Cool. I never have messed with any of this stuff before. Any of like that, I just never did. Last time I did anything animation wise, it was in Flash. Muhammad's in the house. What's up? We are hustling. We're 2% away. Me and Mr. Ethan Hill. Let's see. Root should reassign penguin size. Where am I at here? Oh, so here should reassign this. It's saying. And what is it? What do they want it to be? Penguin size to 200. Oh my goodness, that was horrific. 200 pixels, right? And then root should reassign. Okay, penguin. Oh, wait a second. What? Oh yeah, okay. Penguin skin. I'm assuming they mean in here, right? Root should be root. There's a root there, media root. That's for when this changes, right? Bam. Bam. Responsive. Responsive. He waves. It's his little baby penguin. Mama penguin, hi. Baby penguin, hi. Oh, they're so cute together. Did we win that one? We did. Word up. That is very cool. I like a lot. Sweet. Thank you. Nice done. You just completed basically become a monthly supporter of our nonprofit. I will. I promise I am already. You're making me feel bad every time I see that. I feel so guilty. Free code camp. I promise we'll get it. Okay, so what's the next one? Go to Introduction to Applied Visual Design Challenges? What? That doesn't sound so exciting. Hold on, let me go back to the curriculum here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Alright, we did all that. What's in this? I just want to see what this is. Box shadow, card element. Yeah. I don't know if I want to deep dive into the visual stuff like that. What's Flexbox about? Or even CSS Grid I was talking about. Or maybe we could even... Ooh. Even though it's easy, max width and min width always confuses me. Yeah. You always have to come up with these little analogies or little stories and stuff, right? To like get your mind to remember like what the rules are about that, right? How's the music on your side? Too loud, or is that all right? Is it decent? Is it decent? All right, so we're gonna look at, but this is kind of exciting too. I don't know, we could go through some ES6 stuff, or we could also look at doing a Twitch chatbot. I was considering that, or something, whatever else is in here. I don't know what a drop is. You need to grant in-game reward. Yeah, we can't do that. So, what about? Oh, it's like, I thought you could close it. Web page. I think the bot would be probably the easiest to start out with. It's decent. Which, oh, the ES6. Is that what you're referring to? What do we want to do in the house? What was I looking at? Let's see what the summary says. Let's see what we're off by. We made it to 60 followers. Well, we're getting close. Average of 3 viewers. We were at 1.98. We're at 2.24. We're so close. We're so close. We could make it. We could make it if we try. See, they're starting to mute out videos. Look, mute audio, mute audio. Well, Cal Low Creation is another streamer, and he gave me a suggestion. He said you should just, you know, he's like, you know, if there's something really important that you want to like say, or that you want to show or teach something like specifically, he's like, you could always just, you know, you could always just pause the music or whatever during that part. Just different ideas. But I kind of like what YouTube is doing from what it appears to be. The videos that I've uploaded there, they're not muted. They don't, or so far I haven't seen them muted. But what they say is like, oh, here, let's see. So it'll say copyright claim, right? But all that it tells you is, see, the channel impact, it's not affected. So the content clean, you know, it's still able to be viewed. But this is what they're doing. You're ineligible to make, you know, you can't monetize on anything in your, you know, you can't make any money. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. So a chat bot. Don't know what to make. I'm thinking about making a game extension for Twitch. Cool, but don't know what to make. That's the hardest part, right? Coming up with an idea. Like, well, let's see what this is really quick. Let's see how you get this sucker going. What do you think? Get environment variables to start. What's this? The token to authenticate your chatbot with Twitch server. Generate this while logged into your chat. The token will be out. Okay. So we're gonna have to do some. Let's see what they get you to. How they get you to start. Run chatbot locally. Okay. We could probably figure that out, right? So glitch lets you instantly create, edit, and host. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to like do it in actual like VS Code or something. Word, right? Do we have VS Code open? We do. Oh, this was the that was the Twilio stuff right there with the mobile phones. With the mobiles. All right, so let's see. Where are we at here? Let's change directories to where are we gonna go to? Dogging get. I need to just make a oh, I do have one called Twitch. What's in that? Dicebot extensions 101. Oh wow, okay, I guess I was doing something in this once before. Oh, I think that's already linked up to my what do you do? Oh, git status, right? Oh, okay, it's not a git repository. I thought that this was. I guess not. Oh, it looks like we did this one already. Look, the Dicebot here. Wow, when did I do that? Back in May? That's impossible. I don't remember doing that. Maybe I downloaded it and then I never went through it or something, because I'm like, I don't remember going through there. Who the heck knows? Who knows these days? Who knows? I don't know if you saw Stream Avatar before, but I want to make something similar. You saw Stream Avatar before. I don't believe I have. What is that? Could I search it? My naiveness to what that is. Stream Avatar. So. Ah. what does it do? Stream avatars connect with your Twitch, Mixer, or YouTube to add flair to your live broadcast. It also promotes viewer interaction and channel growth. Oh, really? Tell me more, good people. What is this? Games on? What is all that? Oh, this is interesting. Stream avatars. Twitch extension. Getting started. Initial setup. Use, huh? Stream avatar is a game extension for Twitch. It makes viewers play during stream. Yeah. It looks like this is it here, right? That was the initial setup. You can watch a video on how to do it. Interesting. I think this would be something that I probably would do like off stream if I was gonna like mess with this, because this is all just like walking through. Oh, it's all Windows based stuff too, huh? That's cool though. Cool. I've seen other people use that on their stuff. Yeah, it's looks pretty fun. I mean, even this thing, Stream Elements, has like a bunch of yeah, right. Gives them something to do. That's the truth. What was it in here? I thought I saw that there's like, you can do stuff in here as well. Bingo, roulette, emote pyramids, 8-ball, let's see, slot machine. So it's, look, this has like some, I guess, real basic like chat bingo game for Twitch and media emotes. Or bingo, what does that do? Start raffle, viewers can participate to win points. Huh. Like here, just real simple one, right? Let's see. Is this gonna work right away? Does that work instantly as soon as you turn that on? So what do you do? Cool. Oh my God, I cannot see. No, I guess that was right. I don't know, I guess that's not working. You have to put, it says you have to put points. Let's see, is there an example? Oh, okay. This is what it's come to. You started talking about doing little gamey things, and now. Why is that not working? Oh, duh, you gotta do the... Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out. I think I'm gonna figure it out. Or I'm just like doing this and it's actually not working because I did it while I was already streaming, but it's because this, right? No, it still didn't do it, huh? Or maybe somebody has to respond, right? No, Stream Element should have said something. Why did that not work? I guess because we were already in stream. I guess so. I don't know. I would have thought that it would have done it. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. I tried. I enabled it right there, and it didn't seem to. And that's what it is. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I did, dummy. I just noticed that. I'm like, did I spell that wrong? E would be helpful. There he goes. Wants to duel you for 0 points. You can accept or deny within 2 minutes. And then what do you do? Like, just start. What does it say you have to do to say accept? Oh, it looks like you have to say at my name, like you have to do at Code Hustle. It looks like, or at least that's what it looks like on the little example here. Because Hell Ad does the dual Zootar 1000 whatever, and then the Stream Elements thing responded, and then this Shadowboxer put at that person that started the duel, and I don't know. Type. Oh, I have to type accept. As I'll see his. See how good I'm at this. Why is that not allowing me to cut this? That's weird. Why would I have to say accept though? I challenged. I see. That's weird. Anyway. See, now there's something new added. Play away. Where were we at? We were talking about the, well, we were saying, are we going to do ES6 introduction? That could be fun. Or do we want to do the chatbot thing? Could be better to do this first, because this is using all of the ES6 type functionality, right? Constant, all that awesomeness. There's a basketball game in it too, in the Stream Elements one. 8-ball. Where's basketball? I didn't see that one. I didn't see it. Kind of curious. The most recent standardized version, ECMAScript 6, released in 2015. New version of the language adds some powerful features. Arrow functions, classes, modules, promises, generators, let and const. Not all browsers support. They better. So what do they start you out with? Telling you why you shouldn't use var anymore? They're like, var sucks, don't use it. Exactly what they said, right? But what are they going to tell you about it, right? That's what's important. One of the biggest problems with declaring variables with the var keyword is that you can overwrite variable declarations without an error. Yep, that's a problem, right? So you see how they call it the same thing, and you can do that and it's still valid. Takes the last one, so it just overwrites it. Oh yeah, so we're probably gonna try it next stream. Yeah, but I have, I thought it, oh, it didn't say, doesn't matter. I thought that should just came on automatically, because, like, if I add in commands in here, right now, then they automatically start working. Oh, maybe it needs to be turned on in here, too. Oh, anyway, what do you... Oh, the basketball game one. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see what you're saying. My bad. My bad. I was actually daydreaming there for a second. Night dreaming. It's already 8 o'clock. So you have to implement it. Yeah. I keep thinking I'm seeing the screen move. As you can see, the code above, camper variables originally declared James and then overwritten by David. Damn you, David! In a small application, you might not run into this type of problem, but when your code becomes larger, you might accidentally overwrite a variable that you did not intend to overwrite. And then you'd be pissed. Because the behavior does not throw an error, searching and fixing bugs becomes more difficult. So a new keyword came along. Sounds like we're sitting down at the fireplace, telling a story. And then a new keyword came along, children. And let was introduced in ES6, the mother. To solve this potential issue with var, the ugly stepchild. No, just kidding. If you were to replace var with let in the variable declarations of code above, the result would be an error. Oh, really now? So this error can be seen in the console of your browser. So unlike var, when using let, a variable with the same name can only be declared once. Note the use strict. This enables strict mode, which catches common coding mistakes and unsafe actions. Throws an error because X is not declared. Yeah, that I remember doing. So update the code so it only uses the let keyword. Okay, we could do that. And then we have a function, cat talk, cat name equals Oliver, quote equals, plus say meow. Meow. I know you guys are gonna keep telling me, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, so compare scopes of the var and let keywords. Yeah, this is where this gets in, right? I always remember scope because of like being from bracket to bracket, you know, or a curly brace to curly brace, if you want to say. Like everything in here is in scope and everything inside of this is in its scope. Let keyword behaves similarly, but with some extra features. So when you declare a variable with the let keyword inside a block statement, so like this is a block, right, statement, and this is another block statement, right, or expression, its scope is limited to that block statement or expression. So for example, this is using the var one, right? They are declaring an array and then doing a little loop-de-loop here, checking it out, pushing some numbers into the array, right? And then so they're just console logging out the array, which now has 0, 1, and 2. And let's see, console log I returns 3. And so what are they trying to show? For example, so with the var keyword, I is declared globally, right? So when I++ is executed right here, it updates the global variable I, and this code is similar to the following. Okay. So var, they're doing the same thing there, but now they're declaring out here without setting a value for it. So then when I equals interest, so then return, okay. So this behavior will cause problems if you were to create a function and store it for later, used inside a for loop that uses the I variable. This is because the stored function will always refer to the value of the updated global I variable. Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that. Thanks be to let, huh? My goodness. See, now we're learning what this over here is all about, right? Const. Do they have any lets in this one? No lets, all consts. So what do they got over on this one? So var I function scope. If true, I equals block scope. It's all scoping it out over here. Scoping block scope I is I functions. Okay, so what is that? Oh. So this behavior, where was I at? Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. This behavior, the stored function will always refer to the value of the updated global I, right? So print number. So var print number and then var I equals, okay, they're doing the same thing, but if I is equal to 2, then print num2, excuse me, is equal to, I don't know why the thing keeps beeping at me up there. Shh, be quiet, leave me alone. As you can see, print 2 num prints 3 and not 2. This is because the value assigned to I was updated and the print num returns the global I and not the value I. Yeah, of course, because it's like you said. Yeah, okay. If you turn your status do not disturb, you won't hear notifications. Oh, yeah, no. Hey, like, shh, stop talking. In Discord, if you click the, yeah. It's coming from somewhere else though, I think. Somebody else's channel, not. Connect your Spotify account to display your music in your status. What? Are you allowed to, you're allowed to do that? Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. That's what it feels like. Huh. Questionable, questionable. What do you think? I don't know. Seems kind of sketchy. Although they offered it, so they must have an agreement or something, right? Breaking the law, breaking the law. View your activity, the content you are applying. Oh, does that let you guys do your Spotify content? Your activity on Spotify. When you are listening to a song on that account in your status, it just says name is listening to song. Ah, that's what this does? Yeah. Oh, you can always disconnect it, right? Well, thanks. So now, see if I go over here, will that be there? Somewhere, show up or something? Oh, right here, right? Invite general to listen to Spotify. So something's connected. Where do you see the actual what's playing? Nope, not there. That was not it. That was not it. What is this? Nope, nope. Where do you see? Top right, top right. Top right where? I don't see it. Inbox. Oh, listening to Spotify. Right there. Ah. Ah, thank you, Mr. Hill. I appreciate it. I'm like, where? Where? That's it. That's cool. What kind of music do you listen to, Ethan? Or you know, you might listen to a lot of things, but and then it says also hold on, what is it? Also click icon bottom left. Oh, that says copied. Icon, you said. Online, set invisible. No. Let's see. Or this one. No, that's just that one. The avatar. This one down here, right here. I don't see it there. That one's good enough. I know where that one's at. That's all that matters. Use quick switcher to get around. Just go quickly. Thanks. Always giving these tips. Alright, cool. Cool. I was wondering what that was. Anyway, where were we? Ow. You will see. So click my name now. I see that. Oh, that's interesting. So now if I click this, does it play it on mine, or does it just bring? Oh, it just opens up there, and what happens? What happens? Oh, kind of, sort of. Brings it up there. That's cool. Ooh. It will just bring it up. You're like, I'm telling you right here what it's gonna do. You don't have to click it. Thanks. It's a good. Just exploring around. You know, we don't even know. I'm very indecisive tonight. I'm like swapping back and forth. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. I'm getting frustrated. Oh, yeah, that's all good, man. My stuff sucks too. Yep, click on play on Spotify. Yeah. Except I have the app running in the background. That's although we can connect. I know you can like link up with people, right? Can't you like? Usually it just brings up the app. Yeah, it's funny because my app is actually up and running. So interesting. Private session account setting. No. Home. Yeah, isn't there a way that you can like listen to other people's like playlists or something like that? You can like share. You share across. I don't know. Again, very. Fun stuff. Okay, so what the heck are we doing over here? What do they want us to do? I is not defined because it was detected. Okay, so fix the code so that I declared in the if statement. The first line of the function. Be certain not to use var. Of course not. This exercise is designed to illustrate the difference between how var and let keywords assign scope to the declared variable. When programming a function similar to the one you use in this exercise, it is often better to use different variable names to avoid confusion. Would like to start a project after teaching the basics. You will see my daily mix. Oh, nice. Cool. I'll check it out. They wanted me to do to show that they're scoped differently. This one's scoped to the function, the outer function here, right? And this one is scoped to the if statement here, right? Word. Would you like? Sure, why not? Well, I actually kind of do. I mean, whatever. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see what you asked first. So Jerry, would you like to like to start? Would you like to start a project after teaching the basics? Like in what manner? Change the code so that all the variable. What are they teaching here? Declare a read-only variable with the const keyword. Yep, that's what we talked a little bit about that, right, earlier in other ones about const and how const means constant, right? Like not gonna change. You're not gonna. It's immutable, right? We talked about how mutable and immutable. Mutable, I always remember it being like it can mutate, it can change. And then immutable, no, it can't change. Just a normal old stinking variable, doesn't want to change, stuck in its ways, doesn't want to think outside the box. As you can see, trying to reassign a variable declared with const will throw an error. Does it? Var should not exist in your code. Pain does not exist in this dojo. No, var should not exist in your code. There's our errors we're getting, right? Yeah, okay, so anything community driven. Oh, right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we could figure out something probably. So change the code so that all variables are declared. Well, we did do the Gatsby thing for the codehustle.org, but I've never done anything to finish with it. It's still just the it's still just pandas. I need to make it other than pandas. Well, that one had a video though, you know, it's good stuff. But yeah, we could probably build out something. Change the code so that all the variables are declared using let or const. Use let when you want the variable to change, and const when you want the variable to remain the constant, right? So this is taking in a string, so this is something that's going to change, right? So we want that to be let, right? We know that this I is going to change, I would assume, right? So where are we doing a const? Var should not exist, right? Sentence should be a const. Why would that be a const? I mean, to me, right, isn't that changing the context of the value right there? So var should be that, sentence should be const variable declared with, and I should be, yep, a let, right? And then should be changed to print the sentence variable. Oh, they want you to actually... I always can never tell if that's... Because they always, that's like a convention, right? To uppercase the const. So that should pass. Probably you want to get back to it. Anything community. I need to get back to getting another cup of coffee. I do have water with me though tonight, so we're good. I have this too, just in case. Backup. We got backup. Word. That's some crazy music going on here. Tycho. Chilling on a Friday night. Gonna do all this JavaScript tonight. Gonna get down, do it right. You should not replace const keyword. Okay, why not? An array is declared as const, yeah, because you can change the values. I think I mentioned that last night, right? Change using various element assignments. Okay, so you should not replace const. Okay, I won't. S should be a const variable by using. Okay, it is. So you should not change original array declaration. Okay, and S should be equal to 2, 5, and 7. Only change code below. What am I missing here? What did I miss? Change the array to, oh, I didn't even notice. Using various element assignments. Am I missing something here? So yeah, if you start something, oh, I'll gladly help. Cool. That sounds good. I'm missing what they're trying to do here. I don't get this. What are they trying to do? God, now I feel like a newbie myself. So the const declaration has many use cases. Some developers prefer to assign all their variables using const by default unless they know they will need to reassign the value. Only in that case, then use let. However, important to understand that objects, including arrays, assigned to a variable using const are still mutable. Using the const declaration only prevents reassignment of the variable identifier. S should be equal to 257. So it sounds like all arrays, the array element in S are mutable, but because const was used, you cannot use the variable identifier S to point to a different array using the assignment operator. So an array is declared as, change the array to, so are they saying to just do this? No. S is read only, should be equal to 257. Are they wanting me to like do I'm really confused on this one. Ethan, are you still learning JavaScript from free coding? How's it going? Right, you could probably tell me what the answer is this. Also, if you want, disconnect your Spotify. It's in settings and connecting them. Okay, cool. Thank you. Why am I not getting this? As you can see, what I'm like really bad at these things. I talked about that once before. How like I'm much better at, like, I could do this stuff, like integrate this shit all day long like this, but then when it comes to these little puzzles, like as I call them, I always like, I'm like, I don't understand. My mind is so weird how it flip-flops. I found out there's a thing called like dyscalculia, which is like it's like dyslexia for people with oh, that's yeah, Nicole shared the link in the chat the other night. I went and read about it, and I'm like, man, that fits up with a lot of the shit that how I am with numbers and math. And so I was like, maybe that's do with the methods related. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, is that, but remember how I said like they're so literal about what they want you to do? I don't get that because they're even in their example, it's not like they're showing you to use any methods. They don't say to use array methods. It just says an array is declared, right? Change the array to that using various element assignments. Element assignment. So I'm like, are they literally wanting you to do, I mean, that but works just as good. So are they, oh look, so are they literally wanting you to do this? This is kind of funkadelic, but let's see over here. So they want to go like this because we're gonna mess with array position 2 and reassign that. They want it to be, oh well, no, sorry, it's actually 0. What am I doing? So 0, and we want that to be 2, right? Is this gonna work? Oh, right, didn't we figure this out yesterday that this works? Yes. So position 1, position 2, and 3, and they want the numbers to be 2, 5, 7, right? 2, 5, 7. Oh. I got it. I gotta try to solve it on my own, right? Otherwise I don't learn anything. Cool, keep us updated, and if you get questions, feel free to ask in Discord. Give me the link, Jerry. Oh. Cool. We figured that one out. Moving on to the break of dawn. Prevent object mutation. We're gonna get some relations. As seen in the previous challenge, const declaration only doesn't really protect your data from mutation. To ensure your data doesn't change, JavaScript provides a function, object freeze, to prevent data mutation. Once the object is frozen, you can no longer add, update, or delete properties from it. Any attempt at changing the object will be rejected. Like, get out of here. Don't be trying to update my object properties, you animal. Cool. So what do we got here? All right. So we have an object with a property of pi and a value of 3.14. And so they want, in this challenge, you're going to use object freeze to prevent mathematical constants from changing. So you need to freeze the math constant. Okay. So we are using the object dot freeze, right? And they want us to use math underscore constant. Oh, not R. Constants, right? Did I type that right? Nah. Okay. And then you need to freeze my objects so that no one is able to alter the value of pi, add or delete properties. So you should replace const keyword. You should not, sorry, okay. This math const should be a constant variable by using const. Okay, we did. Right there, right? You should not change original math const. Okay. Pi should equal 3.14. Only change code above. Okay. So let's see. Will be ignored. Oh, and then we need to, oh no, we did. So in this challenge, you're going to, okay, to run, you need to freeze the math constant object so that no one is able to alter the value of pi, add or delete properties. Okay, so cannot assign to read only property pi. Well, isn't that? what we don't want it to do, right? Why do I feel like... So here's an example, right? They do the object freeze. They pass in the object here, right? And then this is just showing I'm trying to actually assign it a new value, just like they're trying to do that here. So what is it? You should not change original math cons. So what are we... I should equal to... Why? What are we missing here? What are we missing? I could have sworn that would have... Oh, it was. Why did that not fire the first time? I'm like looking at that like, why is this not working? Because it is working. It didn't fire the first time for some reason. Or maybe I didn't hit it. Maybe it was my own fault. Probably so. See, isn't that funny when there's stuff like that? You get so baffled, you're like, wait a second. That's got to be right. That's exactly what they're asking for. And then it's not. So, you were right. Alright, cool in the beans. Beans in the cool beans. Use arrow functions. Yes, everybody loves a good arrow function. To write concise, anonymous functions. In JavaScript, we often don't need to name our functions, right? Especially when passing a function as an argument to another function. Instead, we create inline functions. We don't need the name, or don't need to name these functions because we do not reuse them anywhere else. Alright. Fair enough. To achieve this, we often use the following syntax. Const my function. And then this is an anonymous, right? Like, function. ES6 provides us with syntactic sugar to not have to write anonymous functions this way. Instead, you can use arrow function syntax. I like it. When there is no function body and only a return value, arrow function syntax allows you to omit the keyword return as well as the brackets surrounding the code. This is crazy. It helps simplify smaller functions into one-line statements. Look at how small this function is. It's like a itty bitty teeny weeny my function, something easy. I don't know. Cool in the gang, right? This code will return value by default. Nice. Rewrite the function assigned to the variable magic, which returns a new date. To use arrow function syntax, also make sure nothing is defined using the keyword var. Well, then I will not. I will const you. And then we will delete you. And then we will arrow you, right? And booyah. You can even omit the little things if you want. And there is the magic. I like it. Right? What do they want us to do? Replace var. Okay. Magic should be const variable. It is. Magic should be a function. It is. It should say arrow function. Magic should return correct date, and function keyword should not be used. It's not. We got rid of it. We threw it in the garbage. We just tossed it right out, you know. So get that out of here, buddy. We don't need no functions around here. We don't want any problem with functions. Just go along your merry way. Leave us with the arrow. Everybody's happy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Appreciate it. Bodacious, it says. It says, Bodacious, how you doing, man? Me and you. Got the New York accent going on tonight, don't know why. Random, just random. Write arrow functions with parameters. This is cool. You can leave off the parens on it if you only have one. It's the coolness. Doubles input. Okay, in an arrow function has a single argument. Okay, let's rewrite the function which depends on contents of array 1 and 2. Okay, sure. Bam, chickadee bam, bam, da, da, da. Ooh, we're gonna write this thing back quick. Strict bam. What are we missing? Everything good? Beautiful, beautiful, right? Should return 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sure, why not? Did I get it all? Word. Bam. Modify the function agreement by adding default parameters so that it will add. Bam. Default. Yes, this is such a great addition here, right? Being able to give default values to your parameters. So what do they want us to do? Modify the function increment by adding default parameters so that it will add 1 to number if value is not specified. Number is equal to 1. Bam, right? That's all you got to do. And you just now gave yourself a default value for your function input parameter. So the result of this should probably fire, right? No, the result increment 5 should be 6. A default parameter value of 1 should be used for value. Oh, it says for value. Sorry, I missed that instruction. There it is. They both get default values, not just the one. We're not discriminating on parameters this evening. They all get a default value. You get a default value, and you get a default value. Old joke, old joke. In order to help us create more flexible functions, I like flexibility. Although I don't stretch enough, my wife tells me all the time, you don't stretch enough, Gerald. Oh, that I heard the back crack on that one. I don't know if that came through on the microphone, but dang. Jeez Louise. Oh, stretching it out. Oh, old. I'm standing up though, so that's good. And I got this nice soft mat. It's got a roll ball in the middle. You can like roll your feet. It helps keep the blood flowing down there and the toes and the, try to, at least do something for myself. Word. Check out this code. Check it out, yo. Oh, are they doing what do they call that? Spread operators, right? Use the rest parameter. Oh, that's what they call it, right? In order to help us create more flexible function, the rest parameter for function parameter. With the rest parameter, you can create functions that take a variable number of arguments. These arguments are stored in an array that can be accessed later from inside the function. Very nice. The rest parameter, which is this thing here, eliminates the need to check the args array and allows us to apply map and filter and reduce on the parameters array. So modify the sum function using the rest parameter in such a way that the function sum is able to take any number of arguments and returns their sum. So the result of this, okay, so and yeah, so here they're saying, right, I believe, so modify the sum using the rest parameter in such a way that the function sum, right, this should be right here, is able to take any number of arguments and return sum. And returns, so hold on, what am I missing here? So the result of sum 0, so the sum function should use the rest parameter on the args parameter. That is what I did. Getting tricky, are you now? Um, args has already been declared. Oh. Well, wait a second. Are they... I see. Because now they were accessible outside of that. Okay, so use the spread operator to evaluate arrays in place. So the ES5 code below apply to compute maximum value in an array. So if you had an array with 6, 89, 30, and then 45, and then you say math max and apply, it returns 89. Okay. So it's picking out the largest number, right? Doing the math max JavaScript method. We had to use math max apply because returns accept comma separated arguments but not an array. The spread operator makes this syntax much better to read and maintain, right? It's almost like, don't even worry about that. If you're writing for modern browsers, right? Who cares? I mean, it's good to know, I guess, but just like, be like, how does this work? Let me do the good stuff, right? How do you do this? So we have an array of months here, and then they're saying, so copy all contents of array 1 into another array 2. That array, how do you do this again? Let me see. Right, you can just do it like that, right? You can say, so it says all the contents of array 1 into array 2. So you go array 2 equals, right? Oh, actually, sorry, they're telling us to change this line. Gotcha. I see what they're doing. They just declared it up there. I wouldn't do that. I don't ever do that. I don't know why people do that, but I would have just wrote let R2 right here on this line and then gave it the R1, right? I did change this line. Don't be mean like that. Why is that not? Unexpected token. Why? Oh, duh. It says that there's a syntax error. What am I doing? So how do you do this? Array should be... I'm really doing a crappy job, huh? I'm doing all the learning tonight. That's how rusty I'm at all this shit. Array should be correct copy of array 1. We got it, baby. Got it, baby. Got it, baby. We figure it out. Just gotta scrape the dust off with a wire brush. It's been too long since I've done any JavaScript stuff. It's honestly. You know what though? I'm gonna go get some more coffee right now. Mohammed, you don't mind chilling for a sec? I appreciate it. Well, you don't have to stay, you know. Don't feel obligated. But I'll be right back. Oh, let's put the be right back screen on, right? Hey, be right back. Transition. I need to get like a little coffee mug on there or something. But I will be right back. Mwah. We're back. We're back. Biggity back, biggity back. Word. Muhammad, you still hanging on? I don't know. All right, cool. So let's get going here. What I realized is how bad my skills have really gotten on JavaScript side here. I'm feeling rusty as shit. That's okay though. That's why it's like really good that we're doing this stuff, because man, it just helps me stay sharper. Then it's important. So so this is destructuring assignments to extract values from objects, right? So pulling the values out of these. So consider the following. This is an old school object, right? Still same as an object today, but you know. So you do go ahead and what are we listening to? Oh, is that a that must be a what is that? Is that music or is I'm like, is that an advert or is that oh no, that's hilarious. All right, what do we want? That was funny. Let's see what we can get going. I don't know. I'm just playing something else. I don't even know what I clicked on. Just something that was different. Here's equivalent assignment statement. Okay, so here's an equivalent assignment statement using the ES6 destructuring syntax. Oh man. I don't know if this is what we want to listen to while we code. Can't we have like coding? We just need coding music. Is there such thing? Let's see. I'm just gonna type that in. Coding music. Oh wait, that's my... Is that mine? I don't know. Oh, that's got 18,000 followers. What's coding music about? Let's see. Full-length album selected to encourage mental flow state. Check out coding music. Oh, okay. Mental flow state, that works. Let's see what happens with that. Literally, lo-fi is... I know, right? It is the best stuff for background, isn't it? Really is. I'm trying to just give some other options here, you know? I don't know. Try out different things, you know. We'll see what happens. But you are right. Lo-fi, Lofi. I call them Lofi because it's like usually is how it's spelled. I wonder if they're on here. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, 3 million. Lofi weed smoke. For real? Oh, that's a song. You want to go to like full album, you know? Let's see. You called it. You called it, Ethan. Just feels better, doesn't it? I agree. Lofi's the shit. Lo-fi. Sorry. I like, but see, they put it together. L-O-F-I. Like, they don't do the little hyphen in between. So I'm like, it's Lofi. Lo-fi. Low fidelity. Right? All right, so what are we doing? So here is an equivalent assignment statement using ES6 destructuring syntax. Taking over the freaking world with it. Okay, so here you see this in React, although with an array, right? So here the name and age variables will be created and assigned the values of their respective values from user object. So here is this. Oh, I see. That's right. You can see how much cleaner this is, so you can extract as many or few values from the object as you want. Word. So replace the two assignments. Gotcha. So we're going to redo these to do. Oh, that is really cool. So then I'm going to just. Does this replace the two assignments? So right. So I would do like const, right? Object here. And we want to do today, right? And tomorrow. And then we're going to say that's equal to. Do they tell you what they want it to be? How's that today and tomorrow from the high standard? Okay, remove you. Okay, right. Shouldn't this though? Oh, from. Right. So this should be from here, right? Oh, why did that do that? That was strange. Well, we'll just do like that and steal you. I just stole you. Can I delete all the rest of those? So right, like that should be now, right? And then you can do this in here, I think, right? To test it out. Should have probably been doing this earlier. You can, I think you can log all this, right? So if I copy that. Nice. Nice. That is so much cleaner, right? How nice is that? All one line. And then if you just want a value, you can just say, booyah, getting through ya. Today should be equal to 77, and tomorrow should be equal to 80. And it will be. Right here. Sweetness. I like it. I like it a lot. What if we did this and then, I'm just curious, what is that one that I was just thinking about? They won't do it. I guess they're only recognizing the log one. Cool. So I think we're good. You see how that works. And look, it even pulls out that one. So if you wanted to add yesterday on there, you could as well. So it just wants those two though, right? Do I even have to do that? Or can I just go like this and it'll pass? Yes, it will. Word. Ethan Portfolio. What's up with that? Let's go check. Was that a Dumb and Dumber reference? Who? Did I say something? What did I say? I like it a lot. It might be. Probably. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's go check out what that's about. Check out what that's about. Ethan the man. Nice. I am an up-and-coming junior developer, software developer. Twitter and GitHub. Nice, nice, nice. Look at this handsome young fella over here, man. I hire you just on your looks. Yeah, we were here. I gave you a follow, right? Yeah, we're following. Word. And then go follow Ethan on Twitter. I already am, of course, you know, so. And rugby player. My two sons did rugby when they were there in England too. They enjoyed it actually. They really dug it. So it was cool. Yeah, just exposing to different things. I think that was really the biggest takeaway from that, right? It just yeah, that's a real. I tell people, you know, because everybody here in the NFL and stuff, and not that, I mean, they do beat the shit out of each other pretty badly, but rugby is, that's a rough one, man. Like, you better have your, you better be ready to come and fucking battle. You know what I mean? Because there's no pads, there's no nothing really, and you know, they go hard. So that's definitely that's a brutal sport. Yeah, it's a bad. I mean, I've never played it, but man, respect for the people that do. That's a it's like UFC with a ball. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not that brutal, but it's pretty good stuff. What do we got here? What is this? YouTube sharing links. We're taking time. It's Friday night. It's Friday free time, free fun night. We got this advert that it wants to show us. YouTube, come on. Come on. Oh, skip ads. Gerald, you come on now. What is this? Biggest rugby hits? Brutal rugby hits. Oh, we're watching brutal rugby. Do we need to hear this? Do we have to hear this? Oh, I paused that. Let's see. How do I? It sounds like this music anyway. Oh! Oh, we got like a good mix going. Oh, brutal! Oh my goodness! No pads. Look at this. No pads. Oh! These guys are beasts. Beasts! Oh my god! No helmets. No nothing. No nothing. Oh my god. They're crazy. They're crazy. Fumbalaya, baby. Oh, this guy's like, I got a head. Oh, that's why he has the helmet on. Here he comes. Let's see. Oh my goodness! Smeared across the grass. His jersey was blue on the back, but now it's green. Oh, this guy said, just sit down right here. Go ahead. Hey, you, right here. No, right here. Just sit right here. Let me show you. Let me show you the seat. I'll show you. There it is. Oh, what? Where are you going? Oh, no. Where you go? Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Clothesline. Oh, toss back. Oh, no. Oh, he's like, no, don't hit me. Oh, my God. You see the guy's head whip? Like, whack. Oh! The background music kind of, I don't know which is which. I don't know which was one's coming from the, and which one's coming from this. Oh, my goodness. This is entertaining. Not... They wear scrum caps, right? I know, just for the ears, right? So they don't get all like the cauliflower ear like wrestlers get. Oh my, it's just crazy, man. These guys are tough as nails, man. That's just crazy how hard they hit each other with no gear or nothing. All right. Enough of the hits for right now. Oh. So yeah, you want to go see? There you go. Check them out. Go give Ethan Hill some follows, right? Look him up. Cool beans. All right, back to coding. Back to the serialness. I mean the seriousness. Yeah. So this is super cool. I like it a lot. So what are we doing now? So destructuring allows you to assign new variable names when attracting, because that's what that says right there, attracting. When extracting values, you can do this by putting the new name after a colon when assigning the value. So use the same object from the last example, okay? Here is how you can give new variable names in the assignment. So let's see here. So name is what it originally was, and now you're giving it a new name of username, right? And age is now going to be user age. So now when you print out this, that is equal to what what name used to be, and age is now user age, and it's equal to what age used to be. So it's basically reassign, it's like renaming the object property, which is beneficial. You know, I could definitely see, you know, potential use case for that. But replace the two assignments. So they want us to redo this as they did it, right? So let's this, and we'll say that, and then right, so I'm just gonna put this in here too, right? So they want us to give hi to, let's see, what do they want us to do? To hi today and hi tomorrow, the values of today and tomorrow from high temperatures. Okay, so what do they want us to do? You should remove it. But so they want today to be that, right? And then they want what was it? Tomorrow, right? Is this right? And then get rid of that, right? Is that right? Well, I got a destruction in the walker, a destruction in objects, Sorry. Yes, you must just be silly sometimes. It just, you know, life's too serious as it is, you know? I don't get to be silly at work, you know? I have to be silly now. You know? It's fun to be 43 and still think like you're 14. I still buy like gadgets and shit just like I did when I was young, you know? Except I have more money now, so I can buy funner. I can buy funner things. I could buy more fun things. Oh, we got to dig that. We got to do that one day. We got to dig into the Raspberry Pi. I have one, and I didn't. I never really did a bunch with it. I'm looking down because it's under here. I don't think I can get it out because it's all hooked up. But like I'll take a picture of it now. But yeah. Actually, does this come off? I'm like trying to remember how I have this hooked up. Oh wow, look. Hey, we're going on the road. On the road with Jerry's Twitch webcam. Hello, how are you? See, now you can see all the messed up. Look at that. There's my office here. Right there. Chair over there. The desk, you know. This is my K2. Keychron K2. It's such a fun keyboard. I was so stoked to get it. That was my old one. It's just kind of a generic, but it's fun. I think I posted it in the channel, the Right the Battle. But yeah, this one I replaced it with some Keychron keys and stuff, keycaps, but they're brown switches. I love it. So this is the key. It's Keychron K2 is the mech. All the gray keys are there. The red ones were were from. God, I keep saying it backwards. Hold on. Kraken. There you go. I had to pull the laptop down so I could see the lid. Oh, this is the other thing from Kraken keyboards too. An aviator cable. This is so handy. It comes with like these different attachments for like different and this is all like nice heavy duty, like, you know, wrapped. And the cool, so then when you just need to like go and you can just unscrew this and just pop it off like that. Like, ooh, tried hard to do with one hand, but not that hard. Let's see. And so then you just swap it out to the other one. And then when you need it back, you just, you know, oh, hold on, I decided to put it down so I could use 2 hands to get it back on there. But really cool. And they come in different colors. Um, little pricey, like 30 bucks. But fun. And the cool thing about this keyboard that I really enjoy a lot too, I'm giving them mad shout out right now, right? Is the fact that it has 3 Bluetooth settings. So it switches between Mac and Windows. So it's got switches on the side here that you can switch over from Mac to Windows. It's got the charging, so it can be plugged in as well. You can actually be plugged in and on Bluetooth, so it's charging while you're on Bluetooth. And then it's got like I said, the swap over. It actually comes with different keycaps too when you get it. It'll come with one with the Windows cap, so you can swap it out. It came Mac default though. And then each one of these keys, the 1, 2, and 3, I don't know if you can see. Let's see how good this camera gets when you focus down. I'm like, I can't see it. There we go. So you can see at the bottom of the 1, 2, and 3, there's a little Bluetooth symbol. So you can store 3 different Bluetooth devices, and you just do the function and then 1, function 2, function 3, and it swaps to the different device, and it'll connect to like your phone and everything. So super cool. Yeah. So, and then there's the rest of the stuff, lighting and shit like that, you know. Microphone. Got the Code Hustle sticker on there. Word up. See, it's like that old classic bronzy, like with the kind of tan. It's fun. It's fun. What else? Take a walk with me. Here's Buddy. Let's see. Can you see him down there? Buddy, where you at? Am I not angling far enough there? There he is. Right? The bum. Coding dog. He's chilling. But there you go. A little tour, right? A little tour. Here's the laptop lid here. You can see like all about the stickers and stuff. You know, getting there. There's this guy on Twitter that does. It's called DevLids. He runs this thing called DevLids, and you submit your lids to him. Like you take a snapshot and submit it into him, and then he has a whole collection of them up online. And then we're back. Hey, thank you, LG 922, the Logi 922X. Is that camera? They did a pretty good job there. I think that's the first time I've ever taken it off the top of the thing. So right, he's the cutest dog ever. I love him to death. He's such a sweetheart too. He's a cuddle bug. But yeah, so yep. Good stuff. What else? Oh, back to coding, right? Oh, we were doing something before we went on our tour. How did that even start? That's what's fun, right? You don't know how anything gets done. You just start all of a sudden to, Raspberry Pis. I was showing you the Raspberry Pi. And the Raspberry Pi, we'll do something with that. It's fun. We can show some terminal stuff. You log into it. We could set it up as like a REST API server, and then do like we can build like a React app over here on the Mac side, and then talk to the REST API server that we'll have running on side of the Raspberry Pi. And then it kind of just is a nice little local simulation of having like actually a whole separate hardware server and then on a different client like the MacBook. And this way you can do kind of get a little taste of how you do, cross hardware communication, stuff like that. Be kind of fun, on the same internal network, of course, because we're using. But that would be cool, right? Kind of fun to do that. I meant to do more things with it. I wouldn't mind doing some of the hardware stuff that you can do, which would be fun, like where people program one side of it to either turn it into like a webcam or a motion detect cam, or even just I've seen people use them for like where they pick up motion, but then it sends you like an alert on your phone and stuff, like just different ideas to kind of like screw around, like more IoT, I guess, stuff. I think it's the Pi 2. It's the one that's like kind of like this big, not the little teeny one like they have now. But all right, so what we're doing, we're destructuring assignment to assign variables from nested objects. Ooh, right? Because you can get like deep object nesting going on inside it, because you could really go down and down and down, right? If you wanted to. You can use the same principles from the previous two lessons to destructure values from nested objects. So using an object similar to the previous examples. Okay, so here's a user object, right? And then inside it has a property of John Doe, and it itself is an object with two properties with values. So John Doe's value is an object of properties with actual values, right? So here, how to extract the values of object properties and assign them to variables with the same name. So const John Doe, okay, and then they're just redeclaring the object like this. So almost basically the same structure here, and then just doing that and that, assigning to user. And then you can pull it. Here's how you assign property value to variables with different names. Okay, so this is the same as we saw before. So not anything really different, just a little bit more complex because they're nesting an object within inside an object, right? So it might look a little confusing, but so they want to replace two assignments, these two things again, right? Let's do this, right? And then let's do that, and so there we got that. And then so we have, so they want us to do, it should still assign the variables low today and high today, the values of today dot low and today dot high from the local forecast. Okay, so knowing that these are like that, right? So then the low today would be like this, right? And it would be low. And do they just want, what do they want? They want both? Low and high, right? And then they want the same thing, right? For this, right? Low has already been declared. Okay, did I screw that up? How did I screw that up? You should remove, okay, you should use destructuring to create the low today variable. Yeah, I thought that's what we did it there. You should destructuring to create the high. Low today should be equal to 64. So so because they only show like an example of one nested object, right? This is 3, right? So then why is this not working? I feel like this is right. So what is only, yeah. So it's saying here that unknown identifier low has already been declared. So it's seeing it like it's here, right? And so, oh, does it tell me I have to do a reassignment? You should use to create high today variable. And low today should be equal 64, okay. Um, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. This is good, man. I'm like testing my. Yeah, this is good. I love it. I'm getting uncomfortable. I need to be. We're used to that. Like I was freaking out actually a little bit earlier, just because I'm like, man, it's like they're all gonna be like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Excuse my language. And I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about all the time. But that's just the nature of the beast, right? But like, this is good because I was like, I know a lot of the ES6 stuff, but to be honest, it's been over a year since I've messed with it. So actually, I don't. I forgot a lot of this stuff. I just realized. So then I got a little kind of anxiety about like, oh shit. But that's okay, right? I mean, push through and we'll learn it and we'll get it, and then I'll be better off for it. So just got to be optimistic and think positive, right? And drive ahead. So we got to figure this out. So is this switched over? I thought I was listening to Lofty. What happened? Oh, that changed. Playlists. Sorry, let me which one do we want to do? Yeah, it's a little too harsh for the old channel there. Oh, that can't be right. Why? How could that be? Oh, because it's a playlist. Why does it show? That doesn't seem right. Sorry, I'm just looking at the. I like it. It says upbeat lo-fi. I feel like I'm going on down to like Miami on vacation or something. Old, like in the 50s or something. All right, so what's the problem here? It's saying that this has already been declared. So does it want us to do like something where, because it says, but it says that it has to return the same, so I don't understand what's going on here. Like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong here? I could do will that even work? That'd be hilarious. Cannot read property low. Why not? Why can't you read property low of undefined? Oh, because now it's blowing up. Yeah, I don't understand what the You should use destruction to create load today variable, which we did. Right? Let me get rid of this stuff again. Or sorry. I feel like this is what it should be doing, but I'm wrong. So I mean, does it not want, or does it literally just not want all that and just wants this? Okay, no, I didn't think so. They want you to destructure. Oh, do I just go like this? Hold on. What am I doing here? Why did replace the two assignment? Now I'm like, I gotta go back and read because I don't even remember what I'm doing now. Today low and today high. Today low, today high. Today low and today high. I'm still replace the two assignments with equivalent to structuring. Assignment. It should still assign the variables loaded today. Assign the variables. So that is assigned there. Okay, hold on. Is it this? I'm still baffled here. We made it! Get your code hustle on. Inspire, right? Inspire. I got this shirt, it was cool, from this event called Addo, All Day DevOps. They did 24 hours of DevOps all day long. And it was cool. Like if you said that you were gonna do a viewing party, they sent out boxes of swag to everybody that signed up on the website, and it was all free. And Kong in the house. Are you saying finally because I'm on ES6 stuff? Cowabunga. Are you saying, I don't know. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. How have you been? It's good to see you. How is life? Got the good beats, yo! Use destructuring assignment to assign variables from arrays. This is what you see in React. Finally, no more undefined. Right? Right? You've been lurking this whole time on me. Going, I know the answer to this. But I'm gonna let him struggle through. Let him struggle through. Thank you. So let's see. So you're basically doing the same thing, but for arrays, right? So destructuring an array lets us do exactly that. So we do the same thing. We create const a b, right? And then is equal to this. So then a is the first one, position, this is that one. Okay, so the variable a is assigned the first value of the array, and b is assigned the second value of the array. Also access the value at any index in an array with destructuring by using commas to reach the desired indices or index. Interesting. That would be some funky stuff if you saw that, right? So use destructuring assignment to swap the values of a and b so that a receives the value stored in b and b receives the value stored in a. Only change code below this line. Okay, so they have let a equal 8 and b equal 6. So use destructuring assignment. But why? What am I missing? You should use array destructuring to swap A and B. Okay. So what would you do to let me think about this one. Values of A and B. Right, so that creates that. So you could, right, you would say const A B equals 6 and 8. Right? Did I do that right? No, that should have cleared that up at the bottom. That was not right. Okay, so that's not right. So how do I do this? Use destructuring assignment. Okay, this is destructuring an array. Let us do this. The variable a is assigned the first value. Right, so that variable a is assigned the first value. That's why I thought they said they want a to equal b and b to equal a, right? So this is saying that variable a is assigned the first value of the array, right? So here's this array. Or do they want us to do that the opposite way? Do they want us to do like hold on, 6 and 8 like this, and then go A, B, oh, not a period, chief, not a period, comma, chameleon. Why has that got all the little reddy red going on there? What's that complaining about? What's that complaining about, huh? What is it mad about here? Unknown expected token? Where? You can't put 6 in here? It doesn't want numbers, so this is wrong then. Oh, hold on. No, that wouldn't be it either, would it? That's why I was like, shouldn't this be that this would be I don't know, that's why I feel like that should be it. Why is that not right? Generate CSS SVGs of pixel art you make. Nice. Pretty sick pixel art CSS app. What do we got going on here? Is this still... How's this keep switching off of playlists? This is so weird. How do I get to this and see this? Why does that keep happening? I feel like... Alright, that was weird. Okay, so what's going on here? I can't figure this out. I gotta check out. Let's go check this out before it passes me by. What's going on in here? Pixel time, pixel time. Oh, you want to see a fun one? This is cool. I'm gonna check this out. Jen Schiffer. She's a pixel magician. I can't spell her name right. Jen Schiffer. Pixel, what is it called? Pixel, I don't know what it is. Pixel thing, she'll know. Where is it? Come on. Where is it? I gotta find it now. You're gonna make, literally everything is pixel art. She built this online app. Oh, I think if you just go, if I just went to here, she probably has, she's a fun speaker to listen to too. That's how I found her for the first time. She built this thing, make 8-bit art. Yeah, check this out. How fun is this? Right, so you just pick your instrument, whatever, and you can start drawing out whatever you want in pixel art like this, you know, and whatever, you know. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, this looks cool too. Pixel, somebody's hosting this on Netlify, so this is like, yeah, Sweetness. Nice, and then you can save it out or export. You said though you can do stuff like, didn't you say something about importing? Import. That you can import your own wordness. Give me some love. What are you gonna do? No? No? Not gonna show me? I was expecting to see my image come in. Does it do that? Does it do that? It's a setting in Spotify playlist when it's done. Oh. What's the setting in Spotify to change playlist when it's done? Oh. Yeah, but it was funny because it's not I was in. Oh, maybe it did run out. I mean, I know that the playlists hop over when the playlist is done, but I just was like, that seemed odd that it went. Because I'm here, this is what I'm on, right? Right here. And like, this is the list it's playing, right? Right, so I was like, all of a sudden it was playing this like kind of completely different music than I thought should be playing, but whatever, it's all good. The import, I thought this was going to import my my image here and like turn it into a pixel art. Is that what it's supposed to do or no? But yeah, check out Jen Money. She's a trip. Old school, right? Look at these old school gifts right here. Is that not, look, the MC Hammer? Most of you probably don't even know who that is. No disrespect, just saying. He's been a long time since he was popular. With the parachute pants, getting crazy. That's cool though, Kong. Thanks for the share. Toss it in the Discord if you wanna. That's why I was like, right? We almost need like a. Like a resources channel, something like that, or whatever, or fun links or something like that in the channel, right? So, or in the Discord, so that we can let people drop them in there instead. What do you think? What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? Drop your code stations in here. That's mine. Drop yours in there. What's up? Code snippets if you got any. Oh, Ethan Hill dropped in some. Ethan, this is not you. Who is this guy? Who's this guy? Is that your dad? I don't know. Excuse me. Ping and Pong, what's up? Should we create a text channel for what did I say? I don't know, linkity links. Interesting. What do we want to call it? Fun links or something like that? Nope, that's Jeremy Clarkson from the Grand Tour. I'm not familiar with who that is or what the Grand Tour is. Fun links. Private channel? No. Okay, create fun links and resources maybe? What do you think? Really? Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but what we're gonna find out. Right? Fun links and no, fun links is fine, or just links. I'm so indecisive. I don't know what I want to do. Jesus, make up your mind, Gerald. It's a huge show on Prime, and he used to be the host of the biggest car show in Britain. Oh, what's the name of that show again? Gosh. Right? Why can't I think of the name of the car show? Top Gear, right? Oh, there you go. You just wrote it. It's a huge show in Britain. You even wrote it after the thing, and I didn't even see it. Yeah, Top Gear. I do know who it is now. Sorry. I do know. I just didn't know him by name. He got in a bunch of trouble or something, didn't he? They, like, kicked him off the show or some shit like that, right? So let's see here. We got Jenny Money Dollar, make the pixel art. Look, even kept it stored there. It's all cached out. What's up? They're probably doing like local or session storage. Where was we at? Fun links. Booyah. We got that one. We got the share from Kong right here. I was thinking Pong because that was what was in here a minute ago. And we'll do that one. Cool in the gang. Alright. Sweet. So we got some linkages. Nice. Chat it up. No, we're not over there. We're over here. We're trying to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do here. So I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. So it just wants you to swap the values. And did you get a chance to see the roles thing I sent you? No, I did not. He did. That's why Amazon swooped him up. Nice. Good for him. Whatever. I don't know what he did. I don't even remember, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. So, anywho, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Value of A should be 6. And after swapping, the value of A, I'm gonna put these back to, like, I feel like it's supposed to be, I feel like these should just be swapped around, like, because it says this is, right, so this is how you assign, right? So why can't I just do B and A like that? So that A is now B and B is now A. Like that, look, doesn't that seem right? Would be awesome for the Discord server. Okay, cool, man. I'll definitely check it out. Absolutely. It's the weekend, so like that, you know, like I'll wake up in the morning and then I'll come and sit down and like probably like look through that stuff and then kind of get understand what it is and how to and what it's about, so that can set it up or whatnot. But I don't understand what I'm doing here. I don't understand what's wrong. I feel like this should work, but it said to use destructuring. Isn't that what this is? I mean, index an array with destructuring by using commas to reach the desired index. But like, I'm not trying to skip over. Oh, wait a second. Well, no, that still doesn't make sense. You should use array destructuring. I mean, this is like a simple destructuring an array lets us do exactly that, right? This is a sometimes it helps to talk it out, right? So here is a basic destructuring of an array, which is basically this should be pretty simple, right? So if you console log out A and B, A now is assigned the value of 1, right? And B is now assigned the value of 2, right? So in my mind, I look at this and I go, okay, so, oh wait, does it say value? Okay, so I look at this and say, all right. Oh wait, so wait, hold on a second. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, so this is why it's good to talk these out sometimes, right? So, oh. Kong. Right, because if we use a, well, but I thought you still could do that because, well, first, do we pass this? Ah, shit. Okay, I hate that it does that because then you can't like, oh wait, if you hit the X, does it let you stay on this challenge? Okay, cool. So, but I thought that it said that when you're using const like on an array or on an object, that they're not, that those values can there, or those properties are mutable, so you can change them. So why did it matter that this was a const? Because I'm saying const is an array, and then it even was odd to me too, because I'm like, this is let. I'm just a little confused on it. I first thought it's something wrong with destructuring. No, you got it passed the test. I'm just a little bit baffled at, just out of curiosity, like, what if you made this a const? I'm sure that's gonna be is read only. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I was a little, that kind of threw me a little bit. I think because the way they do this, right? They, these are the examples they show you, so you kind of try to emulate it. And so, I'm looking at this const array like they had, and just thinking, well, can I just swap these here, and then that should make those swapped? So I guess not. So that's what passes the test right there. Just redeclaring the like that. So I'll take it. I'll take it for a dollar, as they say. All right. So now what are we doing? Use destructuring a excuse me. Man. Like which one? Coffee, water, coffee. Double fisting. So in some situations involving array destruction, we might want to collect the rest of the elements into a separate array. Okay. The result is similar to array prototype slice as shown below. So variable A and B take the first and second, right? So A is 1, B is 2, and then that array here is structured, right? Kind of like, or are they calling it that? Array distributed, separate array. Yeah, okay. Yeah, rest, right? Rest parameter. So, do you make your own coffee or buy it? Yeah, I just buy it. I mean, I make it in the sense of like I have coffee grounds and I put it in the coffee machine, and then I add water and press the button, and then it comes out, and then add creamer. So if that's considered making coffee, then yeah, then I make it. It's not like bought from Starbucks or anything like that. Yep, just the old, standard old coffee grounds. Breakfast blend. Home on the range. I don't know why I'm thinking sitting around a campfire. Coffee mug. Use the structuring assignment with the rest parameter, to perform an effective array.prototype slice so that R is subarray of the original array source with the first two elements omitted. Okay. So, change this line. Fine. We'll try it. So we have a source of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So use destructuring assignment with the rest parameter to perform an effective slice so that this is a sub-array of the original array source with the first two elements omitted. So with the first two elements omitted. So all right. The first two elements omitted. So we could do, right, wrong one. We could do this, right? And so if they just want the first two omitted, we do that, right? right? Is that correct? Destruction on list should be. Oh wait, destruction on list. Where is list? Remove first two. Wait a second. What am I missing? R should be 3, 4, 5. Right. Okay. Source should be. Okay, it is right now, and it's not changed. Okay, hold on. Array should, yeah, destructuring on list should be used. Destructuring on list should be used. What do they mean by that? Because this was list before. Okay, so this was list like this, right? Oh, I see what they're doing. I don't like when they do that. Is that anybody else who kind of does JavaScript too? When I pass in a parameter into a function that already has a declared like variable name, I don't swap it in the function like this. So like this is, we're calling this function right here, right? Remove first two. So when we do that, when we call it, we're passing in the array, right, into it so that we can use it. Well, if this is what I'm passing source, I would typically have had that be source and this would be source. So but I guess it's, oh, because they said don't. I know why. Gotcha. Because they're giving it, I get it now. Okay. Disregard. Right, because I do name it, but I think what they're doing here is because they're reassigning, right? Don't they want to? They want to reassign. Hold on, let me. Now I'm thinking about this. That's what I'm trying to think, because because they want source. It says source should return this whole thing, right? And if we went in here and said source is equal to this, then that would change this array, right? So then that wouldn't return that anymore. So what they want you to do is you're declaring it like you're, I guess, giving it a, you're passing in like a reference to it, and then it's reassigning this list thing a new array. That's kind of how I'm taking it, because it says like a subarray of the original array. Right, so, okay, I think that's right? I think that's right. Let's see if that's gonna work. Word up! Nice! That would, it'd be nice to spend some more time on those things. I think that's one of those ones where you kind of got to just keep doing it over and over again to kind of feel comfortable with it. A lot of these ones are, I think, kind of like, especially the object stuff, especially if you start getting into like we were doing a little bit earlier with the nested objects, objects within objects and within objects within objects. And then even more fun, right? What if you have an array of objects, or an object where the property inside of the object is an array? So then now you get into like destructuring that. Like, what is that like? Because that would probably be kind of funkadelic. I'm sure with the REST parameters capability and stuff that it probably makes it a lot easier. But yeah, that would be an interesting kind of like thing to try to figure out as well. So use destructuring assignment to pass an object as a function's parameter. So to pass an object as functions parameters. Okay, so consider the code below. So we have a anonymous function, basically profile update. So this is taking the profile data and doing destructuring assignment on it, and then do something with these variables. Okay, so the effectively destructures the objects sent into the. Hold on one second. This effectively destructures the objects sent into the function. This can also be done in place. So they're saying you could do. Oh, really? So like. So this removes some extra lines and makes our code look neat. So this is basically so when you're calling this function, right, and passing this object in with a single like variable name, instead, like, you can shorthand it, and basically you do the assignment directly inside the function as a parameter, as the parameter itself. That's interesting. It's just, like I said, it's just makes it look neater and cleaner. This has the added benefit of not having to manipulate an entire object in a function. Only the fields that are needed are copied inside the function. Okay, cool. So use destructuring assignment within the argument to the function half. So here's this function half, right, to send only max and min inside the function. So to do max and only max and min. So instead of taking this whole object, they're saying just give me wait a second though, how did they do that shorthanded like that? So yeah, okay. Oh, they're just not showing the call to the function, right? That's also something I think that is. Let me see if before I speak and make lies of myself. So they want max, right, and min, correct, right, and then does that look right? Yes. So this is what I was curious about. I was like, because it's a little confusing to me sometimes, because like what's actually going on in the background is this is happening, but they're not showing you this. You know, this is the call to the function passing stats object, right? So like in the background, they're calling that for you. So in a little way, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I almost kind of wish that was an extra step on here that said, and call the half function, so that then, because when you don't see this, and maybe if you're new, you looking at it and going, well, how does it know? Because even in the beginning, this just said stats inside of here, right? So you're like, well, but you're declaring it right there, and it's expecting the object stats, but where is it coming from? So then you have to sit there and go, okay, well, obviously FreeCodeCamp is calling the half function, and they're passing in the stats object. But that's kind of like, you have to make that assumption that that's what they're doing. Granted, it is, and I guess as you go through this more and more, you realize that that's the that's how they basically designed the learning platform for FreeCodeCamp, which is cool. Nothing wrong really with that, but I almost feel like it would be a little bit of a help, even kind of a lesson in itself here, by if the fifth option here was to again say call the half function passing the stats object, or even whatever, so that then you go, okay, yeah, I wonder if you do this, will it still pass? It does. That's cool. So you could do it, but it doesn't require it, right? It doesn't say that you have to do that. But cool. So that actually was interesting. Cool in the beans, and the beans in the cool, and the cool in the... Yeah, I have to think twice if I see that function. Right! It's okay, though. I mean, again, you know, we'll get it. We'll see it. We'll figure it out, you know? Man, I feel like I'm learning this all again for the first time. That's good, though. It's good. It'll be fresh in my mind. I should just do this every, like, 3 months. When I'm not doing it on a daily basis, because that's what happens. Is like I've been so deep in Docker and doing, you know, YAML and shell scripting and shit like that, which a lot of that's all new to me too. So that's where my mind has been. So this is really like almost like I feel like I've never even learned this before, you know, a lot of it or whatever. So anyway, sweet. Template literals, a new feature of ES6 is template literal. This is a special type of string that makes creating complex strings easier. Template literals allow you to create multiple line strings and to use string interpolation features to create strings. Consider the code below. I'll consider it. We'll see. So they're doing a old man clip. No. No, the old man is more like this, right? Hey, get over here, you young kids. Jeez Louise. Come over. We're gonna learn. All right. He's like an old New Yorker Jewish guy, maybe. Something he talks like this. Come along, kids. We're gonna learn about const objects. Beautiful things. It's beautiful. Okay. So we have a person object with two properties, name and age. And then template literal with multi-line and string interpolation. That's a fun word, isn't it? Interpolation. Oh, some concatenation with interpolation. It's fun. So concrete, hello. This is what we've been loving. Hezi, our fellow code hustler. Not around this evening, but that's the kids that are on vacation or holiday, as we'd say, right, Ethan? A little holiday they're on. 2 weeks, I think, a fortnight, I should say. If you want to be proper. My sorry excuse for an English accent, but you know, hey. It's fun to try. I always wind up like sliding into like Irish and like Australian, which is also horrible at, so. But it's fun. It's fun, right? Just do new things. Be silly. Life's, like I said, life's too hard. Life's too serious. You can't goof around and talk different just because you want to. Why not? Makes it more entertaining, don't you feel? I feel it does, you know, it's fun. This will be the character show. We'll have different people. You know, we'll get like Old Man Bob or something like that. So here we are today. We talk to kids, come and talk to me. We gotta do the ES6, the structuring. It'll be fun. Follow along. That's what I said. Yes, I could entertain myself all by myself. I don't need anybody else. So, all right. So we did learn about template literals when we talked earlier. So this is cool. It is how we say it, right? Fortnite. Use an iterator method, any kind of loop, to get the desired output shown below. Okay. What do they want us to do? So we have an array here. What's going on? Let's see. So where's the make list being? So, okay, again, we're doing our assumption that this is being called. So make list is result.failure. Where does that come from? Result.failure. Yeah. And it wants us to do, it says only change code below and above this line. Okay, so result display array. All right, and what's the idea behind this? They want us to, they said to loop out, right? They said to use an iterator method, any kind of loop. So, what's the map one? Is this, right? Although, oh no, you can, right? So can't you do, ooh, we didn't learn this one yet. And I'm trying, this is my rusty memory. Can you do, right? You can say result dot map, right? And then give it something like this, I believe, or wait a second. And it's like comma, right? Like something like, am I doing this right? And then, well, let's do this. Since this does work. Man, I cannot type the log. It's not zero. It's not zero. Item. Cannot read property map of null. Map of null. Oh yeah, I gotta give it the, what's being passed in, right? Or, wait a second, hold on. No, I'm screwing this all up. Oh. What if I did like that? Item is not defined. Yes, it is. I'm trying to remember how the map function, because this is a array iterator, right? Not map. I thought it was item. Am I doing that wrong, or is it literally like? I'm trying to remember how this works. Yeah, there we go. Right. I don't know why I remember that being there, right? So now we got no var, var on top, and line break. All right, so they want us to do then what? Use an iter and then to loop out to get the desired output shown below. So they want an array of these. Oh no, I see. Sorry, this should not be this. That should be like that. This should be array, right? There we go. Now we're back to that, because what they want us to do, I think, is they want us to take the result display array, right? Are you right? This is what I'm thinking they want, right? Result display array. How do I want to? Hold on, my mind is just went blank for a second. So, they want this to. So we're going to iterate out. They want this to be what it is, right? So I'm going to take this here, right? Now, is this going to work with the const on there? I don't know. Does it even say? Should be an array. Result failure should be equal to specified output. Template string expression interpolation should be used. Array should be used. Right. So this is what it, right? That's the output they want. So if result display, and so I'm just going to paste this, right? But this is going to be, instead of, we want to use, get this to the end there, and then we're going to do backticks, right? Like this, and then in here, instead of that saying no var, right, we want this to be, that's read only. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or not, but I'm not getting an error there anymore. And then let's see, actually here, you could do this, right, to see what, Oh, actually, and this needs to be right. I think we got it. I think we got it, Kong. No, I didn't. Should be an array containing result failure. Why? Did I do too much? No. Oh, this is why that's not supposed to be that. Now I'm confused. It says use an iterator method to loop out. This is the desired output, right? Oh wait. Okay. So hold on. So this should be. Well, this is saying it's just null, right? But should be an array containing result failure messages. Yeah, I know that's what I'm missing. So, but then it should be. I mean, you could technically, right? Just do. Or is that gonna know that actually wouldn't that? So you almost want to. How do you? I'm trying to think of the best way to do that. What's the best way to do that? Should be an array containing, yeah, and then should be equal to the specified output, yeah. So I feel like this should be this, and that this should be like an array, and then so if we want to I mean, you could push this onto there if you wanted to, right? That would be one way, would it not be? To say oh, actually I guess I should have just kept that, right? I should have just said I don't know if this is like what they want though, is because you could do, should I be doing the they might complain about this. Let's see. I mean, that's the desired output, right? Array of those things right there, correct? So let's test it. Let's see. Let's see if we get the win. In the house. In the house. We got it. It's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday. Party like it's your birthday. Cause we don't get your birthday. In the bub, pocket full of bub, mama is it something like that, right? 50 Cent. 50 Cent fell off the face of the earth, right? Not literally, but you know. Use object properties shorthand with object literals to create a return object with name, age, and gender. So what is this? ES6 adds some nice support for easily defining object literals. So consider the following code. Const whatever is equal to this arrow function, right? And they are doing, see how there's no, so this is an object literal, I guess. Simple function return object containing two properties. ES6 provides the syntactic sugar to eliminate the redundancy of having to write x, comma, or x colon x. You can simply write x once and it will be converted to x or something equivalent under the hood. So here's the same function from above, rewritten to use the new syntax. So now, okay, so x and y, and okay, so it just takes away the second. Interesting. So use object properties shorthand with object literals to create and return an object with name, age, and gender. So they just basically, I believe, would like us to remove all of these here, right? Name, age, and gender. There we go, right? I believe that is correct. Sweetness. Oh, that's not what I want us to do. Yeah, 58%. Who knew it? All right, so ES6. Write concise declarative functions with ES6. When defining functions within objects in ES5, we have to use keyword function as follows. So you say hello, fonction, right? But in ES6, you can just declare the function as the property. That is cool. With ES6, you can remove the function keyword and the colon altogether. When defining functions in objects, here's an example. Well, isn't that sexy? Mm-hmm. That's nice. So, bam, just go like this. See ya. Wouldn't want to. Why do you not have to use... Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. Cool. What else do we have to do? Refactor, set gear, and side by go to do shorthand syntax described above. I think we did that. We accomplished that pretty quickly. We just removed, boom. We just removed the colon and just made it awesome, like awesome, like that, right? I think we're good to go. I think we're gonna pass. We are champions. Kong taking us to the... Nice. Okay, so use class syntax. Ooh, let me get my class on here. So ES6 provides a new syntax to create objects using the class keyword. Oh my goodness. The introduction of class and constructor functions is craziness. Very similar to things like Java, Python, Ruby, etc. Right? So the full-fledged class-based implementation of an object-oriented paradigm. Now, it should be noted that class syntax is just syntax. I was just being silly. And not all, it's not a full-fledged class-based implementation of an object-oriented paradigm, unlike in other languages, such as Java, Python, Ruby. So this is also kind of reaches down into the core of why React is getting away from class-based function components and went to React hooks, which is functional components, due to the fact that these classes are not true classes, and so there's some performance implications and such when using that. So the team at Facebook realized that it was an issue, and that's when they came up with hooks, which are basically just, it's like functional programming. Everything's an object. It's all function. Everything's a functional component and whatnot. So the class syntax simply replaces constructor function creation. So it should be noted that class keyword declares a new function. So by saying class and this keyword, it's saying it creates a new function to which a constructor is added. Here we go. This is the constructor, right? This constructor is invoked when new is called, which is right here, right? We're calling a new, instantiating a new class, right? Where was I last reading? Is invoked when new is called to create a new object. So, notes. Upper camel case should be used by convention for ES6 class names. So you can see how they do this. This is just helpful that I hate class. Class in school, right? Yeah, no. I don't like, I mean, it's cool. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's cool for, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. So the convention, though, is to use upper camel case to do class definitions so that it's recognizable pretty quickly by the eye. That's why they do like the all capital. Like they are not even following their convention here, which is that all consts are capital letters, right? But whatever. And so what else is known here? The constructor method is a special method for creating and initializing an object created with a class. So you will learn more about it in object-oriented programming section of the JavaScript algorithms and data structure certification. Oh man. So use the class keyword and write a constructor to create the vegetable class. The vegetable class allows you to create a vegetable object with a property name and gets passed to the constructor. The constructor. Okay, so they want us to do what? Use the class keyword. That's the keyword. To create one called vegetable, right? Although I believe it's good if you spell vegetable correctly. So vegetable, right, is equal to new, and then this should be a constructor, right? And does it say that it the vegetable class allows you to create a vegetable object with a property name? I'm assuming right? Right? Is this right? So vegetable should be a class with a defined constructor. It has that. The class keyword should be used. The vegetable should be able to be instantiated. And carrot.name should return carrot. Gonna have my breakfast. See ya, Kong! Enjoy breakfast. Breakfast sounds good right now, but it's 10:30 at night, so, well, you could have breakfast for dinner, right? Well, you enjoy breakfast, and what is it? I guess it's Saturday for you right now? Saturday morning? Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. Very much so. Okay, so we got our thing, and there we go. Is this gonna work? No. Yeah, carrot, right? Is that what it wants? And return carrot. Carrot. There it is. I think we made the magic happen. Right? And it's because you have to use this, right? Because everything on the object, you have to reference it, and then they're like reassigning it, right? Or something like that. I forget that definitely. Craziness. City 565 in the house. Use getters and setters to control access to an object. Yes. Getter, setter. It's so much better. That's what I'm talking about. Come hang out. We're gonna code all about this class book. Looking really good. Kind of see what it took to make it happen, to make it right out. Laugh all about what. Okay. Notice the syntax used to invoke the getter setter. They do not even look like functions. Getters and setters are important because they hide internal implementation details. Fine. Note, it is a convention to precede the name of a private variable with an underscore. However, the practice itself does not make a variable private. Okay, so it's just a convention, okay? So use the class keyword to create a thermostat class. So we're kind of doing a little bit of like we were doing before, right? Class. It's a thermostat, right? Thermostat. It's gonna have this constructor, right? And all right. We're gonna kind of follow along. So create a getter and setter. So you do a getter and setter. Oh, what are we taking in as a thermostat should be a class defined. Okay, thermostat should be okay. Getter, whatever, and calling that setter should set the temperature. So what is it calling? Is it temp? What's it passing? I'm assuming this is temp here, right? And now they want us to do, so this would be this dot, right? Temp, ay, chingao. Temp equals temp, right? And then we're gonna have our get. Well, what do they want it to be? Do they say? A getter and a setter should be, do they say what they want it to be? Now create a getter and setter in the class to obtain temperature in Celsius. Remember that C equals, oh Jesus, where F is value of temperature in Fahrenheit, C is the temperature in Celsius. Okay, when you implement this, you will track the temperature inside the class in one scale, either Fahrenheit or Celsius. This is the power of getter or setter. You're creating an API for another user. You can get the correct result regardless of which one you track. Okay, so in other words, you are abstracting implementation details from the user. Okay. Saturday morning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Right, because you said you were in Asia. Get, and then what do they say they wanted to get? Fahrenheit. So we'll do Fahrenheit here. But what do they? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Now I'm confused. So in other words, you are okay. So get. I'm gonna just do this because I'm not really sure. Celsius. I'm gonna do like that, right? Like this. And then this was taking. Oh, this is like the convention, right? I should do. I should follow along, right? Return this dot underscore temp, right? And then and what is it? This, right? There we go. And then we could say, oh, not what I meant to do. Meant to do this. All right, there we go. Set, right? What's happening? Jeez Louise, falling apart here. Falling apart on a Friday night. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know how to get it right. So why is this so updated author? So this is the get. So this just says the return. So on this one it says this. This would be this dot underscore temp, right? Is equal to, and then it just says updated author is what they're saying. So I can say like up. I don't even know if they tell you updated. What am I doing? Updated. I don't think this is. They don't tell you that that's what they want. Oh, thermostat should be no. Keyword should be used. Thermostat should be able to be instantiated. Okay, it is. What am I missing here? Setter must have exactly one formal parameter. Oh, yeah. So this would be, I guess, right? I don't know if they let you get away with this or not. Looks like it. So now, let's just take a peek here. Just like to see. I keep hitting the 0 there. So look, oi, thermos. Word, right? That's the new class, the new object there, right? New class object with our temp of 76 and temperature of 26, right? 24 and 26, right? Okay, so is this gonna be a pass here? Am I gonna pass? Am I gonna pass here? No, I'm not. Because the getter should be defined and the setter should be defined. They are. It said thermostat should be able to be instantiated. It is, right? Isn't that the instantiation right there? I don't get it. Okay, so hold on, let's see. Remember the, okay. I don't really care about that, right? Do I need to? Oh, wait a second. Or wait, are they doing this in the background? Now create a getter, setter, obtain the temperature in Celsius. That is right. This should be right. I mean, the value is right here, right? 26. Why does it say? What am I missing here? Calling the setter should be set. Should set the temperature. Calling the setter should set the temperature. Oh. Does that mean? Oh man, I'm so confused on this one now. Thermostat should be. I don't get it. I'm missing something here. What am I missing? So I mean, this is holding. This looks like this is right. Right? It's saying calling. Oh, what am I missing here? So thermostat should be able to be. I thought this is the instantiation. Isn't it? What is that? So how is that not it being instantiated? Right? I mean, that's right. Isn't that what this is in this one? It instantiates book. Right? So is it mad because I'm not I'm confused. No. I just don't get what this is supposed to be. What am I blowing up here? What is this doing? I don't understand. I'm gonna cheat here in a minute and go look up the answer. The syntax used to invoke the getters, they do not even, they're important internal convention. I just don't get what. I just don't understand. I'm lost. I don't get it. missing these four. Should be defined. It is defined. It's right there. What do they mean? What do they mean it's not defined? Right? I mean, get, set. I don't get it. Oh, here we go. This is what you go. This is what you do. Look shit up. Create the class term. Say you're going to put your constructor getter setter in here. Give constructor parameter, which you can name anything. Set the parameter to an attribute of the same name. Remember, you're initially setting things in. Okay, create a get method that converts the Fahrenheit. Create a set method. But that's what I don't understand. Is I am doing that. I mean, here is a get, and here is a set. Why is that not working? I don't know. Am I missing? A getter should be defined. Is it because of the name? Is it complaining because it wants to see? What does it want to see? It doesn't tell you what to call them. And I'm like, instantiated should be defined. I don't understand why this is not saying this is defined. I'm missing that. I don't get it. Oh, do they literally want it to be called? I hate when they do this. I hate when they do this. It's not what they want, is it? No, that was not it either. I was like, do they literally want it to be called getter? Now create a getter and setter, but I just figured could change. I just don't understand what the heck that thing. Okay, I don't care. I'm cheating. Show me the solution. It's what I fucking have. Jesus Christ, what is the problem? Oh, they want you to do the conversion too? This is what they wanted. That doesn't... that's annoying. I mean, to me, that didn't... This wasn't clear that this is... That they wanted you to run these... I mean, they're showing you, said, remember that this and this is where F and value... I figured they're doing that, again, because they do so much shit in the background. Just bought a sample from Sticker Mule for... Yeah. I just got some too. They send you... They give you a few... you'll get like... I think you'll get like a GitHub one. Oh, you saw it. They show you which... Right, they show you which ones come with it. Like Docker, right, I think, and... Now, have you seen the Unix stickers one? Have you seen this? Unix. This is Sticker Mule's site. But here, look. So the Pro Pack has this. The Ultimate Pack has all this. So you get React, HTML5, Fauna, whatever, all the Jenkins, Ubuntu, Ruby on Rails. This is Ruby, you know, Linux inside, Docker. Where don't drink and root. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's a nice one. Go, the Go little gopher, Python. Little Git action, the little mini ones that they have. I have a bunch of those still. Yeah, I usually throw these into the pack, or into when I send out Code Hustle stickers. I usually, um, in fact, you have some on the way, don't you? I sent some to you, I believe. Probably a couple. I do, right? They should be there. All right, so this was the madness they wanted. So what did they do? So they did it where they passed in Fahrenheit. So because it said you can name it whatever you want. So they did Fahrenheit. This Fahrenheit goes Fahrenheit, and then here's the getter, and they said they called it temperature, and they're returning, which was this here, right? That this is how you do Celsius. Right, wait a second, what are they doing? Return. Remember that C equals that, and then Fahrenheit equals that. So if this is doing the Celsius one, right? So, right, yeah, Fahrenheit minus 32. And then setting the temperature, they say this Fahrenheit is equal to, which is this one, right? Celsius times 9.0, right, okay. And then divided by 5 plus 32. I'm horrible at math, but yeah, right, it calculates this first, right? And then whatever this is, divided by 5 plus 2, right? Something like that. All right, I'll buy it for $1. I'm not good with that stuff. Let's see. Do we pass now? Word. Well, we know what getters and setters are. All right, let's see. Let's see. Add a script to the HTML document of type module and give it the source file index. Okay, so what are we doing here? This is create module scripts. Gotcha. Gotcha. So JavaScript started with a small role to play on an otherwise mostly HTML web. Today it's huge, and some websites are built almost entirely with JavaScript. That is the truth. In order to make JavaScript more modular, clean, and maintainable, ES6 introduced a way to easily share code among JavaScript files. This involves exporting parts of a file for use in one or more other files, and importing the parts you need where you need them. In order to take advantage of this functionality, you need to create a script in your HTML document with a type of module, right? So this is the You right there, Chief? This is the syntax for this. So this is just a typical script tag, right? But the type is module instead of script or JavaScript / text, right? And so this is bringing this in as a special like JavaScript like module file, right? So a script that uses module type can now use the import and export features you will learn about in the upcoming challenges. Mwah. Add a script to the document with type module, give it the source file index. All right, we'll do it. So this should be a pass, right? Nice and good and goody good. We're almost to the end. We're gonna take this one to the end. Might as well, right? Might as well, we're so close. There are 2 string related functions in the editor. Okay, so what are we doing here? Use export to share code block, right? So imagine a file called mathfunctions.js that contains several functions related to mathematics. This is great, right? Because I love math so much. Don't expect anything good to come out of this. Why can't they do like, you know, how to change colors or something? Something I could relate to. So anyway, all right, fine, playing along. One of them is stored in a variable called add that takes in two numbers and returns their sum. So you want to use this function in several different JavaScript files. In order to share it with those other files, you first need to export it. So this is what the syntax, this is what you see in React, right? When you export your functional components, that's what you're doing. You're exporting all of that functionality via the same type of modular implementation. Sorry. The above is a common way to export a single function, but you can achieve the same thing like this. Yep. This is doing it on the entire, like right before you declare it, but you can also just do your declaration of your function like that and then export it afterwards. This is actually called, I believe they call this a named export when it's got the brackets around it. And if you just export just that, it exports it under that name. I forget the difference with why they call it named export. And then when you export variable or a function, you can import it in another file and use it without having to rewrite the code. You can export multiple things by repeating the first example for each thing you want to export, or by placing them all in the export statement of the second example like this. There are two string related functions in the editor. String related functions, okay? Export both of them using the method of your choice. Okay, that's it. So we'll do the first one like this, right? And do it in that methodology, right? And on this one, we can do export like this, right? And then we say lower case string, right? And then that should be valid as well. And we should be good to go. So we should have exported functions now. Word. All right. So reuse JavaScript code using import. So now, right, import allows you to choose which parts of a file or module to load. So in the previous lesson, the examples exported add from the math, right, file, and here you can import it to use in another file. So what they want to, so here import will find add in the math functions JavaScript file, import just that function for you to use and ignore the rest. And the / tells the import to look for the math functions file in the same folder. That's just directory traversing, as they call it, right? In the same folder as the current file. The relative file path and file extensions are required when using import in this way. Okay, cool. Peace. Okay, so you can import more than one item from the file by adding them in the import statement like such, right? Add the appropriate import statement that allows add the appropriate import statement that will allow the current file to use uppercase string and lowercase string functions you exported in the previous lesson. These functions are in a file called that. So they want us to go ahead and do import, right? And we're gonna go ahead and do this, right? And just to kind of save me a few extra typing, right? Okay, so we have those uppercase, right, string, lowercase string, and then we're gonna say from, right? And we'll use that / and it's from this string functions JavaScript file, right? Require is not, who typed require? That looks like an error on their part. You should properly import uppercase and lowercase, right? What's the problem? Requires not defined. That doesn't make any sense. That's their own error. That's from, they must be using, I don't know what they're doing in the background, but it still passed, even though that was in the console, was not actually showing the proper, it was erroring out, but whatever. We passed. We're a pass. We're a go, baby. We're a GO. Ding 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 ding. This is the, are you still streaming? I'm going to bed. Let's see. Nope. Nope. All right, little texty text. Get that out the. Okay, so suppose you have a file you wish to import all of its contents into the current file. This can be done with the import blow splat, baby, using the star, the splat, the asterisk, whatever you want to call it. Word up. The above import statement. Okay. Gotcha. So what do we want to import? We want to import. Only change code above this line. Okay. So we're doing import all splat, right? As we're gonna say, what does it want us to do it as? Your code should import as string functions, right? Is that what it's saying? String functions from, right? And then we're gonna do what's it called? String right? I love they haven't, we should report that. You're getting the require is not defined error, even though these work and they're right. There we go, that imports all of them. You don't have to do them as named imports. You can just import the whole entire file and then reference any of the mod or any of the functions inside of there. Word up. I don't know why I'm on a word up thing tonight. I keep saying that a lot. Very strange. I don't know where it's coming from. Create an export fallback with export default. Yes. So in the export lesson, you learned about syntax referred to as named exports. Ooh, that's what I said. This allowed you to make multiple functions and variable available for use in other files. There is another export syntax you need to know, known as export default. You see this in React all the time. Usually you will use this syntax if only one value is being exported from a file. It is also used to create a fallback value for a file or module. So below are examples, right? Export default function, add, named function, anonymous function, export default function. This is export default function, add. Okay, export default function, yeah, no name. Okay, since export default is used to declare a fallback value for a module or file, you can only have one value be a default export in each module or file. Okay, so additionally, you cannot use export default with var, let, or const. Okay, so the following function should be the fallback value for the module. Please add the necessary code to do so. So your code should use export fallback. Are they? All right, I'll take it. So in the last challenge, you learned about export default and its uses. To import a default export, you need to use a different import. Okay, fine, be all like that. In the following example, add is the default export of the math function JavaScript file. Okay, so here's the import. Here's how to import it. So the syntax differs in one key place. The imported value add is not surrounded by curly braces, right? Okay, because that's, yeah. So here is simply a variable name for whatever the default export of the, okay. So you can use any name here when importing a default. Sweet, and this is what you do see in React, right? Import whatever from, and then this is, like you say, import React from React, right? In the following code, import the default export. So this is doing import. Do they care what you should properly import subtract from that? Okay, so can I call this whatever I want? So I can say sub from, right? And then I can say, oh, they want it to be called subtract, it sounds like, right? And then it's from, what is it? Math underscore function.js. And rock and roll, baby. There we go. On the road again. I just can't wait to get it. Sorry. A promise. Oh, promises. Promises is what I love. These are fun. It's true. It's one of those ones that just kind of is named exactly what it does, right? It promises you something. It promises it's going to return you a value of some sort or rejection. So a promise in JavaScript is exactly what it sounds like. You use it to make a promise to do something, usually asynchronously. When the task completes, you either fulfill your promise or you fail to do so. So promise is a constructor function, so you need to use the new keyword to create one. It takes a function as its argument with two parameters, resolve and reject. These are methods used to determine the outcome of the promise, right? So the syntax looks like this. Declare a const my promise, right? It says to be able to instantiate this promise implementation, you do new promise, and then it takes resolve and reject, right? So they want us to do create a new promise called make server requests, right? And they want that equal to a new promise, right? Which is a built-in functionality of JavaScript, right? And then it wants resolve and reject. And then we're going to do this, right? Oh, I always forget that. I always do this. There you go. All right, so yeah, and your promise should receive a function with resolve. Okay, so I think we got, yeah, I think that's it, right? I don't think that they don't really want us to do anything with it. Doesn't sound like, right? They just want us to declare one. So we should be good. Sweet Georgia Brown, downtown Julie Brown. This is just nasty. Okay, so complete a promise with resolve and reject. So here we go. A promise has three states: pending, fulfilled, rejected. Nobody wants to be rejected. The promise you created in the last challenge is forever stuck in the pending state because you did not add a way to complete the promise. The resolve and reject parameters given to the promise argument are used to do this. So resolve is used when you want your promise to succeed, and reject is used when you want it to fail. So these are methods that take an argument as seen below. Don't argue with me, promise. No. So we have the promise, the resolve reject that we had before. So now it's because if condition is true, like where there's basically whatever, then we want to resolve and return something. Else we reject it and send them their bad news. So the example of using strings for arguments, but it can really be anything. Yep, of course. So make the promise handle success and failure. If response Okay, so if response from server is true, right? So this is an inherent, right? True. It's saying if true. From there, call the resolve. Change this line. Okay, fine. Literally this line right here. So they want us to do the resolve here, right? And what do they want us to return? Resolve method to successfully complete the promise pass. Resolve a string with the value of we got data, right? Is that what it says? We got the data. All right. And down here, I'm assuming they want this to be reject, right? Whoa, come on, catch up, yo. Catch up. What happened? What's going on? Wow, that was, do you see that lag on that? That was crazy. Reject. Fine. Here we go. Okay. And reject is going to be data not, right? Receive I before E except after C. Okay. And I think that should be it, right? So basically, it's going to take this call here. It says response represents a response from a server. So they're emulating that this is actually, I guess, this is some response that's going to be true or false for us. I'm assuming. We'll see what, I don't know what it's going to do, but let's see if that gets it. Yep, we are on the way to completion. Craziness. Add then method to your promise. Use results. So promises are most useful when you have a process that takes an unknown amount of time in your code, like making an asynchronous call to maybe like a REST API, right? Waiting for that data to come back, maybe making a call to a database, something like that, right? Something that's going to take some time. When you make a server request, it takes some amount of time, right? That's what I just said. This can be achieved by using, amount of time, and after it completes, you usually want to do something with the response, right, from the server. So this can be achieved by using the then. So you're like, hey server, go do this, and the server says, okay, I'm gonna promise to either resolve or reject this thing, right? And so then okay man, I'm going to bed now. All right, Ethan, cool man. It's kind of a like calm, chill night tonight, like, right? It wasn't not too crazy. Friday nights must be everybody's like kind of just chilling, doing their own thing. But yeah, dude, thanks for stopping in as always. You know, we'll see you soon, I'm sure. So let's finish this out. We only have a couple more percent to get this completed, and then I'm gonna call it a night myself. So if response from server, bam. Okay, so then it's saying to do the then. So so you should have a call to yeah, so this is the promise, right? So my make server request, right? Dot then, we should say, right? And we have a result, and I guess they're doing it like this, right? You should call then method on the promise, right? So this is our promise, make server request, just making sure that's correct. Did I spell it all right? Server request, okay. Dot then, right? And then we have our arrow function here. We're leaving off the parens because we only have one parameter, right? We're allowed to do that. That's completely legal. So result, so the then method should have a callback function with result as its parameter. Hey, settle. Oh, I don't know why I did it there though. What are you barking at, silly? You should log result to the console. I am. Although I don't. I feel like I'm missing something here. Ow. Buddy, shh. Comes from the argument given to the resolve method. Hey, settle down. What's the matter? Easy, easy, buddy. You're gonna knock the thing over. Settle down. Nobody, you're good. Like, sorry, Papa. All right, let's finish this thing out, man. We gotta finish this out. Add the then method to your promise. Use result as the parameter of its callback function and log result to the console. That's what I did do. Why is that not working? Why is that not working? I mean, that's all it actually asked for right there. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that... See? It got glitched again. I'm like, I'm doing what they're saying. I'm doing what they're saying. I think sometimes it's hanging up. You saw how the reject took a second there to catch up. So so here, this is... so if you have an error, though, right? Then you need to capture that. So you could just cheat here a little. And instead of the then... Right, this is a catch. Oh Jesus, why did that happen? I clicked it like that. Right, but then instead of result, we'll just say error. You could really probably name those anything. Just keeping it consistent with that, it helps sometimes, and then of course it makes sense. So instead of that, though, we're gonna do that, and that should be our, yeah, that logs out. Boom! Submit and go to the next challenge. Let's just submit it. But we're not going to start the next challenge right this minute, because the next one is Introduction to Regular Expression Challenge, which we're not going to do that. So we completed ES6, correct? 31 and 31. Basic JavaScript we didn't do though. 0 of that. Debugging, basic data structures, algorithm, object-oriented programming, functional programming. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes up next. Tomorrow we will probably jump over and do some like actual like some Twitch chat bot or something instead. Kind of dig into something a little bit different. We've learned some of these things now, so we could definitely use some techniques now in here, right? We understand some of this stuff. Right. Cool in the beans and the beans in the cool. All right. Well, as always, appreciate everybody stopping by and saying hey, and you know, chilling. It's kind of a laid back, easy evening. Didn't really know what we wanted to do, but we've gotten through. What did we do in this? Just this is under responsive, right? So we completed 2 of those, and this whole ES6. So we did 3 complete whole modules in 2 days, like in about 8 hours or 6 hours of time, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. So that'll be cool. I want to see some of the intermediate algorithm scripting, functional programming, basic algorithm scripting. I don't really know like what. Oh, this is like reverse a string, fact a number. Okay. Falsy balancer. Wow, they do some cool stuff. Data structure, access array contents using bracket notation, push and shift. This is like, okay, basic stuff. Debugging, that's probably a good one too. Use JavaScript console. Nice. The regular expression one, like, I skip over that one. But here's all the basics here. But we did like a lot of this stuff in the other. Like we went all the way up to ternary operators and all this stuff. So I'd probably skip over this one for us. I do want to look at these two, Flexbox and Grid. I'm kind of interested in how those work. But other than that, all right, it's 11:30. As always, keep up the code hustle. See you next time. Have a great evening. Peace.